I owe it to myself to go out there and beat Michael Tyson like I am his dad. He's made for me, Tyson. I owe it to myself to go out there and beat this fella and be called the new undisputed heavyweight champion of the world.
Arrogant fighters thought they could humble Prime Mike Tyson, but instead, his ruthless knockouts crushed their pride and turned disrespect into unforgettable destruction. On October 16, 1987, Tyrell Biggs entered the spotlight with bold interviews, mocking Tyson by calling him his son and insisting that Mike had never faced a fighter of his caliber. Moreover, analysts predicted Tyson's downfall, pointing to Biggs' height and reach as decisive advantages. Many labeled Biggs the true heavyweight destined to expose Tyson, but
that movement is what, if anything, can beat Mike Tyson. But you also have to be able to punch once you do get him out of position. And I guess the question I have to ask is, can Tyrell Biggs punch?
Well, he doesn't necessarily have to punch hard. The fact of the matter is, he has to keep him off balance, break his rhythm with the left jab, and give him angles, give him lateral movement.
We know there's kind of a hackneyed ideology that numbers don't lie. The taller man and the bigger man is almost always going to beat the smaller man and the shorter man.
they overlooked one fact. Tyson wasn't defined by size, he was defined by destruction. Statistics couldn't capture the storm waiting to be unleashed.
At least 10 times a day, let alone the press asking me how tall I am. People in general saying, you're not as big as I thought you was. Guys your size doing all that damage. I always thought you were bigger.
From the opening bell, Biggs tried to keep Tyson at bay with long jabs, but Tyson's relentless pressure broke through. A crushing left hook shattered Biggs' confidence and dropped him hard. Biggs rose again, only to be battered by Tyson's furious combinations, sending him down once more. Afterward, Tyson revealed how broken Biggs had become, describing his cries as childlike, arrogance replaced by fear. Tyson didn't just win physically, he dismantled Biggs mentally, proving boxing's battlefield is fought in both body and mind.
I knew when I came to this fight, I was the best fighter in the world, and a man alive that can beat me.
What broke him down? Was it just
constantly body punches? When I was hitting him with body punches, I heard him, actually he was crying in there, making woman gestures like, I can't find it, but I knew that he was breaking down soon.
You're saying that Biggs was crying when you hit him?
Yes.
When did that happen?
And perhaps the fourth round on.
So that you knew you had him by that time?
Absolutely, but I knew he was tough in there taking those punches.
Next came Donnie Long, who spoke boldly to reporters, insisting he could punch and box on par with Tyson, perhaps even better. Tyson, the rising powerhouse, answered those claims inside the ring with a blistering finish.
Tyson's ninth fight was against Donnie Long, aka the Master of Disaster, who had a good record and was the first opponent who was expected to cause Tyson problems. This was a step up for Mike.
At the time, many believed Long would be the man to trouble Tyson, to drag him into deep waters and expose weaknesses in the young fighter's game.
I look at him as a good fighter, as I look at most of my opponents were good fighters. But if I happen to knock out Donnie Long in like 1 round or 2 rounds, will he still be considered the toughest opponent that I fought?
Tyson himself acknowledged Long's toughness, but declared with confidence that he would stop him within 1 or 2 rounds.
I'm in good shape. I feel sharp, and I feel like I can outbox Tyson.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. You felt that Tillman in the Olympic trials outboxed Tyson, used his lateral movement and good jab, and those are skills you have, but you can punch also.
Yes, I plan on boxing Tyson, too. I think that I can box as good as he can, and I keep him in the middle of the ring, and I can punch if not better than Tyson.
Will this be a win that puts Donnie Long back into the heavyweight picture?
This will be a win that let everybody know that Donnie Long is back.
Before the opening bell, Long appeared determined, his demeanor fierce, as if ready to prove he belonged in Tyson's league. When the fight began, Long tried to impose himself, but Tyson's explosive power quickly took control. A crushing left hook floored Long. He rose, unwilling to surrender, eager to test Tyson's relentless pace.
This fresh youngster's only 19 years of age. Long is 27.
Oh, wow. Well, that was quick.
Tyson putting him down here early in the first. Frank Cappuccino looking on closely. You see Long holding those gloves up to say he's all right, but is he?
Tyson unleashed a barrage of punches, sending Long down again, a clear sign of the unstoppable force he faced.
Left hand again.
Well, he nearly sent Long out of the ring with that left hook.
Tyson. Oh, Long is down. Second.
The referee checked, but Long insisted on continuing.
Another knockdown.
There is no 3 knockdown rule, but the referee can stop it after 3 if he decides so. This is very impressive.
Moments later, Tyson struck once more, dropping Long for the 3rd and final time.
Is it 6 of 9 as Tyson comes out with a strong right-hand barrage again?
This is as bad as I've ever seen Donnie Long look, but give Tyson credit. That's it. Wow.
The left hand puts him down.
In just 1 minute and 28 seconds, Tyson silenced doubts, proving his dominance and leaving the crowd stunned by his ferocity.
Earlier in the day, I really thought that Donnie Long would be a fairly tough opponent for you. He wasn't.
Well, like I told you earlier today, if I knock him out in 1 or 2 rounds, would you still consider him that?
I thought he was supposed to be, but I guess he wasn't.
Oh, now he wasn't. He was.
No, he was a tough man. I'm just saying for you he wasn't tough, apparently, because you beat him.
Well, first of all, I'd like to just thank Cus for putting in all the hard work and reaching me to the goal that we're trying to approve right now. And I'd like to say hello to all my family back home and to once more my dearest friend, Rory Holloway, back in Albany, New York.
On February 25th, 1989, Frank Bruno stepped into the spotlight brimming with confidence. He declared it was the perfect moment to defeat Mike Tyson, convinced he could topple the champion at his peak and prove his superiority in the ring.
The time is right to beat him. It's peak time.
Bruno's manager, Terry Lawless, explained that this bout was intended as a warm-up, a chance for Bruno to sharpen himself against a highly ranked opponent. Bruno had already faced several top heavyweights, and Lawless believed Tyson would be another step in his progression.
Unless he fought one of the top 3-4 heavyweights in the world, you know, we'd get destroyed for taking the fight. They don't understand that it's a warm-up job. You know, it would have to be a rated fighter, and you obviously couldn't take a chance. At this stage, the promotion wouldn't allow you to take it, and common sense wouldn't let you take it.
Entering the ring, Bruno relied on his experience, his towering frame, and his reach advantage. He believed these physical tools would allow him to dictate the pace and keep Tyson under control.
Frank Bruno enters the ring. We are told that he did not warm up a great deal in his dressing room, but he appears to have broken a sweat. You see the record, 32 wins, the 2 losses to Smith and Witherspoon, 31 knockouts for Bruno, most of them against palpably lesser opponents.
Yet Tyson, despite the height difference, closed the gap with vicious body shots, driving Bruno back against the ropes and showing that size alone could not stop his aggression.
Now Frank comes very slowly across the ring. He knows he's in with a bull. Tyson gets nailed with a left hook. Tyson looks wobbly as he attacks Bruno. Bruno continues to throw. Tyson was caught and wobbled.
By the 5th round, Tyson erupted with fury, unleashing a torrent of left hooks, right hands, and uppercuts. Bruno staggered under the assault, trembling from the sheer force and speed.
Richard Steele continues to warn Bruno about hanging on and hitting.
Punching it out! Punching it out!
Tyson's punches landed with brutal precision, leaving Bruno fumbling, nearly collapsing from the onslaught.
Scores with the uppercut, lands her big right hand. Bruno's in big trouble now. He's ready to go. He hits him with a right hand. Bruno trying to hang on.
Moments later, Tyson trapped Bruno against the ropes, hammering him with relentless combinations. Terry Lawless had no choice but to intervene, throwing in the towel to protect his fighter.
A fighter cannot be saved by the bell as the big right hand lands. Tyson knows he's got him in big trouble. If he doesn't answer it, Richard Steele has moved in and has stopped the fight.
The bout ended in the 5th round by TKO, a testament to Tyson's ferocity. Afterward, Tyson admitted he had expected a tough fight, praising Bruno as one of the strongest opponents he had ever faced.
He was going to come up, he was talking, and the way he was talking, I knew he was hyped. He was ready to go. And I knew I was the best fighter in the world. And I wasn't worried about
20
it.
seconds into the fight, though, you've got him on the canvas. Do you think what's going on here, it's all over?
No, I knew he wasn't hurt. Thank you, Frank. God bless you.
You're a good guy, Bruno.
I knew he wasn't hurt as bad as everybody thought he was, because I didn't hit him with a solid shot.
What did you hit him with?
I think it was the right hand, somewhat grazing.
Yeah, and then you hit him on top of the head and he went down. Were you then surprised that he came back and he seemed to hit you with a pretty good left in that round?
When he got up, he meant business. Oh, man.
However, Frank Bruno stepped back into the ring with Mike Tyson almost 7 years after their first encounter. Bruno had earned this opportunity by capturing the WBC heavyweight crown against Oliver McCall, which made him the mandatory challenger. With the title on the line, Tyson promised beforehand that he would arrive in peak condition, ready to unleash his full arsenal and reclaim the belt.
I just don't see him laughing with me. I'll be in just tremendous shape. I'll be in tremendous focus, and I'm gonna just be throwing punches with bad intentions. I'm a ferocious fighter. I mean, it's vicious and ferocious.
Bruno, never short on confidence, declared he was prepared to impose himself on Tyson, vowing to dominate by whatever means necessary.
Crook or crook, I'm gonna win, boy. He'd have to kill me to beat me that night, man. He'd have to murder me.
Many observers believed Bruno had the edge this time. They expected him to fight with desperation, determined to avenge his earlier loss and prove he was the superior heavyweight.
I think Frank will do it. I can just hear George Francis now giving him all the confidence that he needs, and George Francis is one of the best trainers in the world, and I believe that they've done their own work, and it's, you know, it's like Frank keeps saying, it's his time.
And Barry?
This is the moment of truth. This is a time for put up or shut up.
As the opening round began, Bruno came forward aggressively, throwing punches at Tyson with intent, eager to seize control early.
Taller, huge reach advantage, and here we go, round one. He does not like to fight on the inside generally, but Bruno also feels he's learned to hold on.
But by the end of that round, Tyson's precision had already caused serious damage. A sharp blow left Bruno's eye badly cut and bleeding heavily.
Really, you can't fix it, Jin. That was never great to begin with. A left hook by Tyson, but Bruno comes forward.
And fall on him it will, because Tyson is fierce tonight.
The second round saw both men trading punches, each showing grit and determination, unwilling to yield ground.
What you're going to see is Frank Bruno grab Mike when he comes in like that. Every time. Every time he comes in, he's going to hold him. He's not going to let Mike do it.
At every instance, anytime he gets close to...
In the third, Tyson erupted with a furious combination. Bruno, already weakened, could not withstand the barrage. The referee stepped in, awarding Tyson a TKO victory and restoring him as WBC champion.
Bruno expected. He said he's not looking for the Tyson who fought McNeely Mathis. Here's a combination uppercut by Tyson. Tyson laying it on, pouring it on. Down goes Bruno.
Afterward, Tyson remarked that he was still improving, promising to face anyone brave enough to challenge him.
Well, I'm doing well. I'm constantly improving.
For Bruno, the damage was too severe. The eye injury forced him into immediate retirement, making this rematch his final appearance in the professional ring.
I wouldn't go so far as to say it's about the same.
The cut over your eye, did it affect your performance?
A little bit. It worried me, first round.
What are your plans now, Frank?
I'm not too sure. I've got to have 24 hours or 48 hours to sit down with my family, my wife, my beautiful kids, and suss it out.
You have been described as a guy who's like a toothache. You just keep coming back and coming back. Will you come back from this, or are you satisfied now that you won your championship after so many tries?
I've got to wait and see. I couldn't want to make no commitments, you know? I'll go home and sit down with my family and take it from there. I'm just disappointed that the English fans that came over here and the American fans want me to do a good job, but I'll try my best.
On a cold January night in 1988, Mike Tyson faced the seasoned veteran Larry Holmes. Holmes had laughed off Tyson's reputation before the bout, dismissing his punching power and claiming victory would come with little effort.
In, you know, long range, wow, 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 wow. Use the jab. I'm gonna be on him like white on rice. I'm gonna be on him like skin.
We'll see if Tyson can make Holmes not smile so much. Tyson has been listed as an 8-1 favorite to dispose of Holmes' comeback attempt.
Holmes' bravado quickly turned into overconfidence, treating Tyson as a passing sensation rather than a genuine threat.
This fight goes is the way I left the last fight, the way they done me. They did a number on me. And I don't like the way they done a number on me. So therefore, I'm fighting so that the number will be reversed.
But the opening round shattered that illusion. Tyson's speed and accuracy tore through Holmes' defenses, exposing the veteran's complacency.
Tyson quickly on top of Holmes, and he nails him right away. Defensive fighter in this, the first round. Looking as no respect for anything that Holmes does as he pours in, leading with the left hand.
By the fourth round, Holmes was overwhelmed. Tyson's punches thundered until Holmes collapsed, silencing critics.
He's ready to go again. He's gonna hang on, or they'll stop the fight. Down he goes. Oh, he's hurt. It's all over. He is knocked out. He didn't even bother the count. It was a vicious.
For Tyson, the fight carried a deeper meaning. He fought with vengeance, remembering how Holmes had humiliated Muhammad Ali years earlier.
The fight, it's a Holmes-Ali fight. It's not an Ali-Holmes fight. It's Holmes-Ali. And Ali had his day. This is my day. I say Ali used to float like a butterfly. He used to sting like a bee. But when he fight Larry Holmes, he'll fall in round 3.
Every strike felt like justice. Holmes' pride became his downfall as Tyson's precision dismantled him.
He felt in his mind that he can beat me, and the promoters feel that he can beat me, and they put him in the position where he can challenge for the championship, and it's my obligation to defend my championship.
I think Larry's mind is telling him that he can beat Mike Tyson. His ego, his pride. I think his mind is telling him something that his body won't be able to translate into anything other than a painful defeat.
Larry has all the things the other fellas who fought Tyson did not use to their advantage, or they seemed spellbound, awed, or afraid to swap punches with Tyson. Larry is not that kind of a guy.
I think the world will be shocked because they're expecting a lot of jabs. They're expecting a lot of footwork. You know, they don't expect me to get in there and brawl with them. I'm just as much man as he is.
Analysts who once favored Holmes watched Tyson erase every advantage. That night, Holmes' legacy dimmed while Tyson's legend blazed brighter.
Larry is not that kind of a guy.
I think the world will be shocked because they're expecting a lot of jabs. They're expecting a lot of footwork. You know, they don't expect me to get in there and brawl with them. I'm just as much man as he is. And there's no way I can lose this fight.
His past performance in the ring, you know, he's a magnificent champion, but I figure this is my era now.
One thing we do know for sure, Kathleen, Atlantic City won't lose from this fight, Nintendo won't lose, and HBO won't lose. The only so-called loser will be one of the guys in the ring, and of course we'll find that out tomorrow night.
Quick pick, James.
I like Tyson. The odds right now are 9-1. I think those are too steep, and as Customato, the late trainer and legal guardian of Tyson, said, every great ex-fighter has one extra fight left in him, so be careful of this one. I think Tyson's well aware.
On May 30th, 1987, Tyson faced Pinklin Thomas, a fighter who mocked him before the bout, claiming Tyson lacked the intelligence and awareness needed for true boxing greatness.
Too young to understand. I think I forgot about more than he probably knows or will probably learn in anything. So he's got to go to school yet. And he haven't faced an opponent like me. He haven't faced the caliber of a fighter like me. He haven't faced a real champion. He holds both the belts. So I respect him. I have to respect him because he's a champion. But the night of the fight, after the bell ring, I have no respect for him at all.
Experts echoed Thomas's confidence, predicting his experience and composure would expose Tyson as overrated.
He's going to do a number on Tyson. I mean, a real number. I mean, it's just Tyson don't belong in the same category as a Pinklin Thomas. And I don't mean that sarcastically or berating a Tyson. Tyson hasn't been to school yet. Now, all the qualities of a Pinklin Thomas beats Tyson. He got the best jab I've seen since Lister. It's a crushing jab. It go right through him. All I can tell you is that
Thomas entered with height, reach, and nearly a decade of age advantage, expected to control the pace.
Mike Tyson, as always, comes in very warmed up. You can see a 9-year age difference. Other than that, I think probably the only really startling number there is that Thomas came in at 217, and he does have a reach advantage of some 3.5 inches. I don't really know that will be any factor in this fight at all.
Before the bell, he looked calm, confident, and unfazed by Tyson's reputation.
Don't put too much grease.
That's sweat.
Okay.
That's sweat.
Okay, we'll wipe a little.
But the moment the fight began, Tyson charged forward, unleashing blistering punches that immediately pressured Thomas.
Tyson is a 6-1 favorite. Tyson starts out with the right hand. Well, you notice there's a much more aggressive Mike Tyson than there was with Bone Crusher Smith.
Tyson's relentless combinations gave Thomas no room to breathe, breaking down his defense and confidence.
And another left hand. Rarely do you see Tyson throw only one punch.
By round 6, a brutal Tyson shot destroyed Thomas's balance. The referee stepped in, awarding Tyson a knockout victory.
2 uppercuts and a left hand. Thomas trying to hold on. Serious trouble, and down he goes.
Afterward, Tyson declared himself the #1 fighter, while still acknowledging Thomas as a worthy opponent who earned respect despite defeat.
He's a great fighter, and I feel I'm the best fighter in the world because I beat the best fighter in the world. Everybody gave him the regards.
Do you feel he was the second best heavyweight out there?
Absolutely. Now I proved it.
James Bone Crusher Smith entered the ring in 1987 with bold words, declaring that Mike Tyson had never faced a fighter like him. He promised to be the man who would finally test Tyson's limits.
Mike Tyson, he's never faced adversity. He's known that pretty much he's been the favorite going into all his fights, and he's never had to overcome odds, overcome anything, and just go in there and do the best he can. And he knew he was going to win the fight, and I think he's in a tough situation. I got a chance to be a superstar. Mike Tyson's a media star.
The one to stand tall against the storm. But when the bell rang, Tyson exploded forward like a cannonball, his speed and aggression instantly setting the tones.
He's had a couple of one-round wins now, Bone Crusher Smith, but can he do it against the man who specializes in knocking people over in one round?
Smith tried to stretch out his long arms, using reach and height to control distance, but Tyson's pressure was relentless. Every second forced Smith to react, never allowing him to dictate the fight.
Mike Tyson chin short to be tested. There's no reason to suspect he's not the Iron Man.
Even clinches couldn't slow Tyson. He slipped inside, firing punches with precision, showing that raw speed and power could erase any physical advantage.
And they almost felt the wind of that at the commentary position, right against the ring apron.
A late shot at the end of round 1 sparked tempers, forcing the referee to step in as the crowd roared. Round 2 was even more intense. Tyson kept pressing, while Smith tried to stand his ground, trading heavy blows in a battle of willpower.
And now it's really going to get bad-tempered, I suspect.
A brutal punch damaged Smith's eye, but he fought on, showing grit even as Tyson's dominance grew clearer.
Well, I don't think it's going to go to points anyway. In fact, I'm sure it isn't.
The fight dragged through 12 exhausting rounds. The crowd, restless with the clinches and grinding pace, booed despite the effort both men gave.
Well, that's really a little bit of time wasting all the...
When the final bell rang, the judges sided with Tyson. His constant aggression and sharper punches secured a unanimous decision.
WBA, WBC, heavyweight champion of the world, Iron Mike Tyson.
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned until next time.